G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another one of my EV realist videos. In this series I seek to inject a note of sanity into the otherwise breathless hysteria of net zero and EVs currently being spruiked by our government. So if you like this kind of content, it would be great to have you as a subscriber, and don't forget to enable all notifications so you never miss another video. So this morning I almost spat out my organic muesli and my soy chai latte when I read a positive story of EV sanity. I've said before that motoring journalists seem to have been infected with some kind of EV bug that makes them completely incapable of rational critique of EVs, and they praise idiotic things like the Hyundai Ioniq 5N with stupid internal combustion engine sounds and gear changes, and they don't seem to be able to put any kind of rational thought into the mad push for EVs. So it was remarkably refreshing to read an article today in Cars Guide, which is one of our local Australian motoring websites, that actually said some very, very sensible things about EVs. My position on this is pretty clear. I'm not anti-EV as such per se, but I think the EV has its own very niche place in a transition to a new energy environment. It is extremely narrow use case for an EV. Most people would be better served by another kind of vehicle, either a plug-in hybrid or a regular hybrid. EVs are probably the worst choice for most people. But our governments seem hell-bent on banning all kinds of internal combustion engines without regard to the consequences and without really any consideration of how they're going to support an entire fleet of EVs. Australia as a country has particular needs and particular issues that make EVs even less suitable for most people than they would, for example, in European countries, which are far more densely populated, far more compact. Australia is huge. It has a lot of outback roads that are not very good condition. It has huge distances between towns in the outback. And quite frankly, only internal combustion engines at the moment are capable of doing the kind of jobs that are required in Australia. So it's remarkable to see this kind of sanity coming from a motoring journalist. Bravo, Marcus Kraft. Why EVs can't kill off diesel vehicles. Electric cars like the Kia EV6 and Polestar 2 are great, but can you drive across the outback in one? Electric vehicles are selling in record numbers in Australia. The Federal Chamber of Automotive Industries reported that 43,092 electric vehicles were sold in Australia in the first half of 2023, compared to 9,680 EVs sold here over the same period in 2022. That's a 345% jump. But, and I've said this before, there is no EV on the market that can match a diesel vehicle's driving range, load carrying ability, or convenience of operation. And there is no electric truck on the market that can cope with the long haul demands that a diesel truck does every day in Australia. Hallelujah! Bravo! Whether you like it or not, EVs can't kill off diesel fueled vehicles, at least not for a damn long time. Brilliant. At the moment, there are no EVs that carry enough charge to cover as much distance as a diesel fuel vehicle will. A vehicle's touring range, how far it can travel on a full tank of fuel or in an EV at full charge, should always be at the front of mind if you're planning a road trip which places you at varying distances from fuel sources or in an EV charging locations. Doesn't matter who you are, how much driving experience you have, how good a driver you think you are, or what you drive, petrol, diesel, hybrid, EV, the safe, reliable driving range of a vehicle at full capacity is always an issue, and it becomes a life or death issue during a remote area trip. Driving on a consistent sealed surface is a whole lot different to driving on the wide variety of road surfaces that exist in Australia. There is simply no EV available that can get as far on a full charge as a diesel or petrol-powered vehicle does on a full tank. And adding a load to a vehicle takes even more of a toll in terms of fuel or energy usage. The rest of the article is equally brilliant. The link down below. Go and read it. At the end, I guarantee you'll have a smile on your face. The conclusion is brilliant, and it just is a breath of fresh air in this mad EV world that we're currently living in. I want to save the world from climate change, I really do, but EVs aren't the cure-all solution they're made out to be. And EVs certainly aren't up to the task of lugging loads around Australia for commercial purposes, or even for carrying people and their camping gear to their favourite holiday spots. The tech isn't there yet, the vehicles themselves are heavy, and the charging infrastructure is nowhere near comprehensive enough. EVs simply aren't yet capable of taking on the sheer volume of work or leisure duties that diesel trucks, utes and four-wheel drive wagons tackle matter-of-factly every day. Yes. Well, that's just about it for this video. I'm signing off with a smile rather than a note of despair that we have some sanity in the EV world for once. These moments of sanity in the EV world are few and far between, so when they do come, it's incredibly refreshing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you've got any tips or stories, you can hit me up on Instagram or by email. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.